So what is it that the builder's not telling you? Are they trying to hide something? What is the worst thing about new construction? Stay tuned to find out more. Hey guys, my name's Matt Light. I'm a realtor here in Sarasota, Florida, making videos about Sarasota. I've recently done some amazing beach videos. It took me forever. It was super hot, but it was just showcasing some of the best beaches in our area. And I also do videos on real estate trends and new construction. So would you consider taking a break and subscribing to my channel? Over the last several years, I've had the privilege of helping a lot of buyers purchase new construction homes. So while doing so, I'm constantly learning new trends from builders, observing the building process, and seeing the constant changes. So to boil it down, what is the toughest or the worst thing about new construction right now? It's the supply chain. The building process in 2022 is not like it was prior to COVID. Supply chain issues have changed the game for sure. Now, I know, you're just like me. Like, you're sick and tired of hearing all about these supply chain issues. I mean, wasn't that something that was so 2020 and 2021 thing? Well, yes, but it takes months, if not years, to smooth out all of these issues. And it's not just from the new construction side. It's showing its presence even within everyday living. Like in my house, we got this air handler that runs 24/7. There's no way to turn it off. It just constantly runs. And the piece to fix this problem was ordered over 8 months ago. And yet, here we are today, still waiting for it. So yes, supply chain issues are still very present. So these supply chain issues are affecting two things. For starters, supply chain is affecting the length of time in which your home is built. Obviously, it's extending that time. As I've said before, new builds prior to COVID in our area, they were taking about 6 to 8 months from start to finish. But as I've seen with my recent transactions, the builds are estimated around 12 months, give or take, depending on the builder. But I've also seen it take up to 16 months for actual completion. Now, one disappointment to some buyers is that there are some builders that are not offering pools right now. This is because of how expensive and how long they can take to build a pool. So today's pricing for a pool in our area is running people around $75,000 and up for a basic pool, no hot tub, that includes pavers and the screen as well. The second thing I'm seeing come into play with the supply chain is how it affects the order of the arrival of your materials. So let me give you a quick example. When you go under contract, the builder's ordering as much as they can at once so the materials can get here. I'm sure in hopes to help avoid some of these supply delays. Well, sometimes one item may get delivered before another. And as I've driven through new construction communities, I have seen roof trusses get delivered before the block. Well, the roof trusses can't be installed until the block is there, so where do they put them, right? What happens to these roof trusses? They sit there on the home site until they're ready to be installed. And if you don't know already, Florida is humid. I know, surprise, surprise. I mean, in August, you can take a shower, you can then walk outside, and then you need to take a whole other shower again. But with all of the rain and humidity, you can get what is called microbial growth on those pieces of wood that are just sitting there on the ground at your home site. And the last thing you want is moldy wood installed in your new home, right? This is the problem with supply chain issues. It can affect the order in which items are delivered for your build. And because we're seeing these timeline issues regarding the supply chain, this is why I began recommending pre-drywall inspections. I had a similar issue pop up a few months ago actually during an inspection, and the builder treated the wood and provided all the paperwork from the remediation company to the buyer so that they would have a peace of mind. Now the builder took care of their part to help make it right, but it was the home inspection that pushed that result. Let me talk real quick about home inspections and new construction. This is such an important part of the process, but it is never required and it does cost you money out of pocket. So what do they actually do in a pre-drywall inspection? Well, essentially, they're making sure that all the electrical and plumbing lines are installed the way that they should be, and they're making sure that there's no holes that, are in the block right before they are gonna put up that drywall. Oh, and they're also looking for microbial growth on your trusses and framing beams. What's the final inspection? So many people skip this part and they say, well, the house is under warranty, Matt, so I'll just submit anything to the warranty department. First off, I have never met anyone who has had an amazing experience with any warranty department in any industry. And the reason I think that you should do it prior to closing is that typically within 30 days post-closing, your project manager, he is responsible for getting all of those items fixed and addressed. And things are gonna happen significantly quicker this way because the project manager, he just grabs a plumber or another electrician off another home site for a few minutes to solve your problem. But when it has to go through the warranty department, they have to schedule it and align it with your schedule, and this can take days, weeks, if not months to get done. The last increasingly popular inspection is a 10-month post-occupancy inspection. Since most everything is under warranty for 12 months, people, they wanna get any issues addressed or on the books at least, so that way builders can get it fixed. Things like this might include grout touch-ups or drywall cracks due to kind of that settling. And that's very, very common. Like in my house, when we bought ours brand new, we had like almost every window had to be readjusted because they were just so difficult to open. And the builder came out and they did it. Now I realize I may have just scared some of you totally out of new construction. But on the flip side, there are some positives that are re-emerging, and here are 3 things that are different today than they were 12 to 18 months ago. Number 1, no more bidding on home sites. We went for an extended period of time where builders wanted buyers to bid on what the home site premium was. Well, we're done with that. The price is what the price is, and if you were involved in the bidding process, you know that this is great news. Number 2, design centers are now opened. Builders had steered away from allowing buyers to make their own selections as it was going on, what was going inside the home due to material shortages and buyer demand. Well, builders have fixed those kinks and are now back to having their design centers opened and allowing buyers to customize the items that are going inside their home. Number 3, builders incentives. Builders are back to offering incentives such as closing cost credits and design center credits. Now, every month is different as the incentives change pretty frequently. So make sure to have your realtor verify that you're getting those incentives or that they ask that you get those incentives because everyone loves a good perk, right? When they can get it. And so I'm pretty happy about this one. New construction is extremely popular and will continue to be popular in Sarasota for at least the next decade. Make sure that you're working with a realtor that is well-versed in new construction. Between assisting with upgrade selections, recommending a closing attorney, and home inspectors, you are purchasing one of the biggest assets of your life. And you wanna know that you have someone there to help you as you begin this exciting journey. And I would be honored to help you and your family wherever you are in your home buying process. So please make sure to reach out to me or email me at info@mattlight.com. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.